And congratulations, you have arrived to the last stop in the House of Learning's micro-lecture series on direct knowledge. In this final episode, we're going to explore a 3-minute deep think on a new and emerging field of study called the learning sciences. So let's get to it. This area of study is dedicated to the systematic study and design of processes that support learning in diverse contexts and various learning age groups. Now, what the learning sciences does is it actively engages learning innovation and improvement of instructional technique. This interdisciplinary field includes theories and methods from the cognitive sciences, from computer science, from educational psychology, anthropology, applied linguistics, and technology design. And while it's still in the process of defining itself, it is by definition as a science, aiming to employ the qualitative research and experimental study to facilitate learning in both formal and informal settings. Now, in the United States, it achieved its first foothold in academia around 1983 when Jan Hawkins and Roy P. proposed a joint program called Psychology, Education, and Technology, which actually gained a planning support grant by the Sloan Foundation. Now, in 1988, Northwestern University became the first to initiate a learning sciences doctoral program through their Institute of Learning Sciences and began accepting students as early as 1992. Now, since then, programs have begun to appear all around the world in institutions of higher learning, from the Institute of Technology to the University of Colorado to Stanford. And several academic journals have begun publication, starting as far back as 1991, as well as societies who have established themselves, including the International Society of the Learning Sciences, which established itself in 2002. Now, the design-based research methodologies that is employed in the learning sciences encourages innovation and innovative methods to establish accepted scientific methods found in other design sciences such as engineering and computer sciences, and this helps develop new theories and new frameworks for conceptualizing learning and instruction and design processes and even education reform. Now, it seeks to generate principles of practice to solve real education problems, and it gives it its inherent interventionist character and even the character of a disruptive technology to the establishment. So there it is, the broad strokes of the learning sciences. In the next part, we are going to wrap it up and talk a little bit about what's coming up next. And this concludes this deep think on direct knowledge. I hope you were able to gain some enlightenment in this 4-part series. In this deep think, we have covered in the first part knowledge creation. In the second episode, we talked a bit about direct learning. In the third episode, we talked about game mechanics and its application to learning. And finally, we wrapped it up with some very broad information on the emergence of the learning sciences to uncover our first level of understanding of direct knowledge. Now, there's more to come in future Deep Think series. This particular lecture series will be available soon with a full interactive platform. I know that a lot of information was covered here, and there's a lot of terms and definitions that probably need to be examined and looked into. So through this interactive platform, we're going to offer you links and some supplemental interviews and additional videos to really flesh out the ideas here. If it interests you to pursue it further. So that does it for us here. I'm Kay Sullivan, and I want to thank you for joining me in this Deep Think rabbit hole and for taking the time out to come with me and hang out here in the House of Learning.